This video explains how to drain coffee tanks on a second generation Synesso. It is intended for trained service professionals only and is to be performed on a cold machine. Turn off your water. You also want your heating elements to be off and the machine to be cooled off. Remember, if the water is hot enough to brew coffee, it's hot enough to burn you. First step is to take the pressure off of the pressure gauge and off of the brew groups. In the temperature overview screen, push and hold the lower button and the up arrow until it reads brew valve in normal position. Push one time, normal will flash. This turns on the brew valves and drains your pressure down to zero. When the pressure is drained to zero, turn your brew valves back off and you're ready to drain the tanks. Loosen the first cap. Loosen the second cap. As you loosen the caps, watch for water to drip. If it's spraying, you don't have the pressure off yet. If it's not spraying, you're ready to go. Take the cap off. Because there's no air traveling into this tank, water is not running out. As soon as air is available, water is going to run out. We have a tube for the factory here where we put this on and drain on a regular basis. If you're in the field, you may want to just use a rubber tube, something like this, 3/8 inch diameter rubber tubing. Take your second cap off. Shove the rubber tubing on, put that in the drain. Press the arrow again to turn your valves on, and we're draining the tanks. Air is going in through the diffuser holes, and water is able to travel out the bottom. If you're not done in less than 5 minutes, the electronics will cycle off, and you'll have to start this process over again. Be sure that it's completely drained and the process hasn't just ended due to being timed out. With the draining complete, no more water coming out, you can now turn off your brew valves. You can remove your drains. Reinstall your caps. Make sure the cap is in flat so that it installs properly. When you tighten this nut, only tighten it snug. It doesn't have to be pulled on super hard. Always remember that when the electronics are on, this blue wire is live. There's 110 volts available right under this cap, and if you were to turn the group on at any point, you would have 220 volts available across the blue and white wire. This is a dangerous level of electricity, and you need to be very aware not to touch it or be involved with this in any way. With dry tanks, you can now remove brew valves and do cleaning processes, or you can start a descaling process. And to refill these tanks, you simply turn the water back on and allow the air to bleed out during a normal cycling on and brewing process.